go. And in this case, whether they have to use it or not will be a question for tomorrow, Melissa.
Yeah. Eamon, thank you. Eamon Javers. It wasn't just the Merval, by the way. The peso surged also on this notion that there is a U.S. government backstop now for Argentinian assets. Emerging market specialist.
Well, and if it was 25 years ago when I started really getting my teeth cut in emerging markets, this kind of a headline would have meant 40% in Argentina. An IMF tranche meant everything. It meant hard currency chasing soft currency, and that was the backstop you needed. Ultimately, what we learned even from Argentina is buying back your currency in the open market cost them $1 billion last week, and that's not necessarily a great move, nor should we be lending against that currency. We should be lending against a dollar dynamic that would be repaying that dollar dynamic. This is a president that cares very much about doing good trade deals. I don't think Argentina is strategically critical to us in Latin America. I think Brazil is the other side of this story, and that may be part of this support. We know Milei has definitely been a Trump supporter. We know there's a lot of fiscal austerity that I think actually is very good for Argentina. And we also know that there's been a little bit of a political, let's just call it opposition with Brazil and an attack upon their former head of their former leader, Bolsonaro.
I think one of the reasons gold had the day that it had is probably on the back of this headline. And, if you want to be long, a way to be long Mercado Libre, did I say that well?
Sure, Melli.
Nice.
ARGT, it's probably 25, 26% MELI. And that came off from 90 and change in May to current levels. I mean, if you want to play it, and I think you can, it's through ARGT.
Yeah, it's just kind of interesting, like what sort of precedent this might set. If you think about this trade war that we have with, 150 nations right now, and how few of them have really been settled. I mean, this is a country that we export maybe $9-10 billion worth and import maybe 7 or 8 or something like that. It just doesn't seem like that sort of important, or at least systemically sort of important. So what's the precedent sets? How many of these other folks are going to come in and bail out if we have to? I can't imagine that any problems in Argentina would really be a huge effect to our economy here.